Hello, Swami. Good evening. How are you?
Yeah, good evening, sir. Good evening, Vignesh. I'm doing fine.
Great. It's nice to hear that you're doing good. So we had a lot of issues connecting in the morning and in the afternoon, but luckily we were able to connect now. So let's
Yes,
see everything goes well now and how it goes. We'll look forward for the best to happen.
yes, exactly.
Yes. Okay. So we'll start with this topic, soft skills, Swami Tota. Soft skills and how to speak in public. For example,
Okay,
we might know n number of concepts. We might know how to do coding, how to do artificial intelligence, how to work with GPT and create a number of things. And even any small things, maybe as stand-up comedy as well. But if we do not know how to go ahead and present it, or we don't have the essential capabilities to go ahead and reach the audience, it will be not giving the result which is has to be given 100 percentage. Do you agree with me? So,
yes, Vignesh, yes.
so you agree that, right? So we'll go ahead and see about soft skills first. Do you have any idea about what is soft skills?
No, no, Vignesh.
No issues, not a problem at all. So it's better to teach for someone who doesn't have any idea about soft skills. Um, Let me say with an example, okay? We started this call, okay? We started it today morning and you had different works and I also had different work. And afternoon also we couldn't connect it. But luckily we were able to connect now and we should get into a conversation in such a way that the first time we have heard it n number of times that the first and foremost impression is the best impression. So, in soft skills, we'll deal with this concept called the first impression. It may be whatever, like you go ahead and speak to a person in face to face, or you go ahead and speak to him over a video call, or else you go ahead and speak to a person through telephone as well. So whatever it is, greet the customer or greet the other person with a smile and start the conversation in a warm note. That's one concept in soft skills. So for clear, Swami?
Yeah, yeah, continue.
Okay. So you are clear. So that is called soft skills. It's nothing but how do we go ahead and start a call or how do we go ahead and speak to the other person in the first 10 seconds, because I'll say a few things about my experience. I've been a voice and accent trainer in 3 or 4 BPOs, in giant BPOs as well, and also I've worked for outbound sales process. So how do we get data over there is we'll get data in such a way that it is data just a number alone, and also it may have a different name. For example, I have your number and I call you and I say a different name. Obviously you will get annoyed, right?
Yes,
Okay. So in such a way the data will be there in that process, and it's an outbound sales process where we have to speak to customers and I have to train associates in such a way that they have to speak to them and they have to convert them from one gas or electricity company to another gas or electricity company in UK. So that the motive is to convert them from one company to another company so that they can save their hard-earned money on gas and electricity. That's the main motive of the call. But it cannot be done without knowing the correct name of the customers or without getting an interaction or creating a rapport with the customer. You got my point, I guess.
Yes, yes, Vignesh.
Great, great, you got it. Because the first 10 seconds, they'll say each and every call is something like greet the customer with a smile, speak to the customer with a smile, so that the customer should feel okay, someone is speaking to me and he's very polite and he's very professional. I could trust that guy who is speaking to me. So, in any business, or else even if you have to speak to a client or if you have to speak to a customer face to face, not only client, for example, if anyone who is, it's not to you alone, I'm saying any professional who speaks to his manager or who speaks to his coordinates, if he speaks in such a way that with first 10 seconds with a gesture smile and with a warm welcome, the other person will definitely at least hear to him what he is trying to say. Yes?
Yes,
Yeah. So that is called warm welcome or greetings note in soft skills, where how do we start conversation in a polite and professional way. For example, we could say, hi, how was your day today? How did things go well? How has been your day from the morning? And if the reply is, okay, not bad, then we just should not say, okay, and we should stop the conversation because the other person is trying to say it's not up to the mark, which means he's not good. Not bad means he's not good, but not bad as well. We could say in that situation to create a rapport, or even if any of our friends or relatives says that it's not a great day so far, how do we react? We'll say that do not worry, like the rest, let's hope for the best, so that the remaining day becomes peaceful and blissful, right? So in the same way, we could say to the customers as well, when when we ask a question and when we get a reply, we should be precise on how do we react for the answers. Uh, for example, sir, I could see today is your wife's birthday. Please wish her on my behalf. For example, I'm saying we know a person or we are speaking to a customer and we know about the records of the family as well, and we find that today is the customer's wife's birthday, and we say that to him, and the customer says, I don't want to greet her personally myself as well because like we've been having issues. So in that case, we cannot say like, okay, and then we cannot go ahead directly and speak on business terms. In that situation, we'll speak. For example, we could give a solution, or we could get into the conversation like, I'm really sorry, sir, like this has happened to you. But today is her birthday. I could feel that you could greet her and get into a proper relationship from today as well. Things might change. Let's see like how things goes. We can talk like that, which is a correct response for the answer which is given by the other person. That is one concept in soft skills. How do we react to statements? How do we react to the other person's words? That is one common skill in soft skills. Acknowledging, they usually say this one as empathizing or acknowledging. Empathy and acknowledging. Acknowledging is just nodding your head or saying okay, whereas empathizing is, or else let's not talk negative. Okay, Swami.
Yes, yes, Vignesh.
Yeah, you are okay. Let's not talk negative. Let's say, for example, the customer says, thank you so much." Like she's getting n number of wishes, and I'll definitely know that you also have wished her. If we get a positive note as well, we can also say, "Sir, it's my pleasure that you are a genuine customer and loyal customer to us, and it's our privilege to wish her. Or else, if there are any opportunities to retain the customer or to upgrade our product through this opportunity, we can use that as well. Because, for example, all companies, they give small tokens or small gift cards during birthdays or anniversary day, during anniversary, and they try to retain the customer, or they try to give more products to the customer, upgrade them to the next level, or even it can be called as reconciliation. Just a friendly approach to the business. So all these things will happen only if we talk, and also if we understand how the customer situation is. Okay, the issue could be anything serious. It can cost the customer around $10,000 or even a lakh dollars, for example. But when we start the conversation with a warm welcome and understand how the customer's mood is, we will be able to retain the customer. And the next 40 or 45 minutes, we can go ahead and take control of the call, and we can speak to the customer in such a way that he will feel that this guy is trustworthy and we could trust him. So that's what I thought of saying about soft skills, precisely on welcoming note. Okay, we saw about soft skills in welcoming note and empathy and empathize. And then in soft skills, there are few things where we have to be really careful, because the things needs to be concentrated so much of when we probe customers for situations we do not understand. For example, there is a technical problem which we do not understand what the customer is facing. We have to ask, or we have to probe the customer. Probing is just asking questions. We have to probe customers or the other person in such a way that we should get n number of information from the customer. That is one vital part in communication skill. Open-ended questions and close-ended questions. Open-ended questions are, I couldn't figure out what exactly the problem is. Can you please explain me in detail what exactly the problem is? Then we have to stop. And the other person will say what exactly has happened. And we just need to say, okay, and nod our head and acknowledge alone to understand clearly what exactly the problem is, what exactly the issue the customer is facing, and then we can react. This is going to help us to identify the problem. This is identifying the problem through communication skills, which can be developed by soft skills to, to develop any business. You are, so far it's clear, Swami.
Yes, Vignesh. Yes, Vignesh. I'm
Okay.
clear.
Do you have any doubts so far? Would you like to ask me anything?
No, no, no. Everything clear.
Everything is clear.
Yes,
Perfect. Thank you.
yes,
So, but in this case, if the customer is asking questions we ask questions continuously, and the customer is speaking for more than an hour. In that case, open-ended questions will not work out, because we have identified what exactly the problem is. The customer is trying to say it was raining yesterday and the temperature was not good. It was a cold day. I had fever and I took all these tablets. And he's trying to say things which are inappropriate or which is not relevant to our business. We cannot go ahead and say to the customer, stop, this is not what I'm looking for. And we cannot say that, okay, I understand that. Okay, we'll go to the next step. Okay. We cannot talk to the customer like that as well. So in those situations, we'll see when the customer stops. Let him talk. We'll listen for 10 to 15 minutes. After listening for 10 to 15 minutes, we will say or we will speak in such a way that we will ask a close ended question, which means, for example, we have identified there is a problem with the modem and the restart button has broken. Because of that, the internet is not working or the broadband is not working fine to the customer. In that case, we'll just ask the client or the customer or whoever it is, will speak to them in such a way that I understand that the restart button has broken. He'll say yes or no. After that, we can go to the solution. So all these things, I'm not speaking particularly with soft skills alone. I'm just putting my points, or I'm just trying to put some experience out of my knowledge, because like in BPOs, it happens in such a way that we talk and we get answers. Through that, we go ahead and identify the problem and we resolve that. So we had a good conversation with the customer in the beginning. We acknowledged the situation, and if there are chances, we could empathize as well, and we respond to the customer in a proper way, identify the customer query, understand the problem exactly, and then we will try to give the perfect result for the customer. This is how it goes for a yes. Yes, Swami. You were about to say something?
Uh, no, 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 no.
Okay. This is in general, and for students, let me come to students how soft skills will help them. Students, they'll get 90 percentage, 95 percentage in college. Okay, they'll clear with 90%, 95 percentage. They'll get good marks in all subjects, and they will feel shy to talk to the HR, or they'll speak, they'll have the confidence to speak with the first person. They'll speak in a confident way. They will say whatever they could know, and they will say in such a way that whatever they have learned, they'll try to say it properly. When it goes to the next phase or third phase of discussion, obviously it's a human nature that everyone will get nervous when they go for the second or third level of discussion. In those cases, not even soft skills, whatever it is, we call it as meditation or whatever it is, we take a deep breath and then we talk. We will not rush up things. We will talk in a gentle tone. It's not that we are worried or we are nervous, but we talk in a gentle tone and we talk precisely. Yeah,
Yes, Vignesh.
so this is one concept, because they will know what the answer is, but they would have learned n number of things during the academic year, They might get confused in what to say and what to not say. So when they have to clear the examination, when they have to clear the interview, for students who watch these videos, I'm really saying it to you guys. This will help you a lot when you are asked the question. Think twice before you answer. You will know the answer. By rushing up things, you might end up with the wrong answer, which is not good for you. So always make sure when you are nervous, do not rush. 10 seconds, 30 seconds, no one is going to become a billionaire out of it. Take your time and then you can go ahead and reply. So this is what happens normally. They will know the things. They will know the things which is not to be said as well. When they rush, they will say the things which is not to be said. But if they are calm, they will say the right thing and then they will stop. They will not speak a word after that. And the interview and the person who handles the interview will get into a position or get into a result that this person is capable of doing this job. And few things in soft skills I would like to mention to students as well. When you are asked about what salary do you expect or what is your expectation, do not say any figures. Instead, you could say, I'm a fresher and I've got knowledge with the job I'm applying for, and I have got uh, good results out of my academics. So the company which I'm going to work for will definitely get better profits out of me. So whatever the company offers me for that role, I'm glad to take that. The person who handles the interview, he will say a figure, he will say a number. In that case, we can go ahead and say that's acceptable, or can I get a little more time? We could talk in that way. When we talk about negotiation, this is not just for students alone. Any business for negotiation, we will not say about the numbers first. Instead, we will talk and then we will go ahead and decide how numbers could be calculated based on our confidence, our capability, and the company's policy as well. If the company's policy is just 60 percentage and the person who handles the interview says it's 60 percentage, we cannot go ahead and say 70 percentage, which is out of the box. So we need to be careful on that as well. These are few things in soft skills. There are n number of things in soft skills, not just this alone. How to break. Swami, I guess you would have heard of icebreaker, right? You are experienced. Definitely, you should have got experience in icebreaker. Have you got any experience in icebreaker, Swami?
Yes, Vignesh. I have heard about icebreaker, but I didn't have much knowledge about icebreaker. Can you please demonstrate?
Sure, definitely. I will demonstrate to you. Thanks. It's nothing but speaking to a stranger, but we know that he's not going to be a stranger. He will be a part of our journey in our professional life or personal life. For example, we go for a alliance as well. Let's get personal first, and then I'll go for professional. We go for alliance matching, so that person might become our partner or might not become our partner. So it's not confirmed still, but we cannot speak to that person in such a way that what do you do? What is your salary? If you talk like that, uh, it's not the correct way of speaking because like they might feel like this guy is money oriented or he's so much concerned about few things alone, but he's not concerned about other things. Ra-
Yes, yes,
so rather in that situation, icebreaker is nothing but it's like again speaking about welcome note or warm greetings. When we go to the house, we'll say, "Wow, this paint is awesome." I never my we can lie at situations because it's not like at few point which does not affect the other person as well. Okay, so that's just icebreaker in a conversation where I'm saying about personal terms. In professional terms, uh, how do we say? I'm speaking to you now, Swami. I cannot ask you how much you are getting paid in your job. I cannot ask it, right?
yeah, yeah, yes,
Yes, I cannot ask you that. So that is different thing. I should not ask you that. Whereas icebreaker questions are, Swami, you had a meeting today afternoon. Like, how was it? Did it go well?
yes, yes,
So this is an example for icebreaker. You will also
yes,
get
mm,
into a mood.
yes, got it.
So this is one example for icebreaker. When I handle teams, I give them activities like there will be 50 to 70 associates. I'll split them into groups and then I'll ask uh, each five members of the group to explain about the other person. Like they should explain about the next person's name, where he is from or she is from, what his or her hobby is all about. So by that, they will speak to their, I mean, like everyone are interconnected, right?
Yeah, yes,
So that in that case, my trainees they will interact with, among themselves, and I will also be able to interact with them. I can get more information because uh, as a trainer, when you go ahead and if I have to start a batch or I have to take a training session, it will prolong for 30 or 45 days. So I cannot ask everyone their name. Based on their face alone, I cannot understand their name. When we interact and when we get information, we will be able to get few information which will get stuck into our mind, and through that we will remember. Okay, this guy's name is Akash, something like that. So that is something about icebreaker. So I'll end up with public speaking, Swami. Is that fine?
yeah, yes,
Yeah. Okay. Public
yeah,
speaking is everyone would have watched stand-up comedy in these days. Do they talk like a robot? They will not talk like a robot. They will speak any small thing. They will go ahead and speak in such a way that they will give hype on the words, or they will give a hype on the topic, or they will make humor in such a way that it is known by everyone. So these are some things which will decultivate the fear out of us. When we talk in the public, we should make sure what we are talking and how long we should talk and how to speak in a humor way, which is in a positive sense. So next video I'll post after some time, Swami. Thanks for your time. Thanks for being with me throughout the last 30 minutes. It was wonderful having a conversation with you. Do you wish to say something?
No, actually, thank, thanks for your time as well. You had you put a great efforts.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It's my job. I have to do this.
yes, yes. Really, it's a great effort. Okay, I
Sure. So we'll end up
today
this
I
call.
have
Yeah, yeah,
yes,
yeah. I'm
yes,
sorry. I'm sorry.
yes. Today I have learned more knowledge about what is soft skills and so many things I have learned from you from
Thank
this
you. Thank
class.
you. Thank you so much. It's
Really,
my
it's so
pleasure.
glad. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Vignesh.
Bye. You have a great evening. Bye.
Yes, yes. Thank you.